Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday afternoon. Feels weird not saying morning. How's everybody doing? I appreciate you being here with the last minute, but it had dawned on me that something took place and my credibility matters. So I want to correct a mistake that I made in my stream the other day. Um, just give me 1 second. How's everybody doing? I'll let you all get the notification that I'm live. Come on in. Oh, it worked, no account. Thank you. Oh, just got great news. Fantastic news. Okay, let me turn my sound down. I do apologize. Ellie, hi. Thank you. 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for being here. My midday live. Nice. Yeah, I'm trying. Hey, Summy, Lucid. I feel like I've just been so damn like everywhere. Hey, Catherine. I do appreciate all of you being here and all of the support you have shown. I am blown away by it all. Sincerely. Thank you. It's good to see all of you. Leilani closing. I know. Hey, Angie. Hey, Racken. SS, Lisa G, Tinkerbug. I feel like if I say hi, I have to go through everybody. Hey, Captain Lee, Joe Madre, WIS Mom, Pristine, New Account, Shelly, Bridget, True Crime and Other Stuff, Lori, Turn and Leaves, Catherine, Renee Marie, Mona Lisa, Gary, Private 91, Jenny's Mixed Media Journals, Catherine. I think I said Lori already and Kraken. I'm not sure. But hi to everybody. So I noticed something was strange when I was live the other day, but I was like, wait a minute. It was one of those moments where I've been having a lot of these moments. I'm sure you all have as well, where you just kind of question your reality, right? Because you're like, well, what the. So many weird and bizarre things are taking place that it's like, well, wait a minute. You know what I mean? You start to question yourself. So I started to question myself. Hey, Weezer. And it turns out, after all, I'm not crazy. I don't have to question myself. And thank goodness that I was 2 steps ahead. So we'll get into that in just a minute. Wait for more of you to come in. We don't even have to wait for more of you to come in. I kind of just bang it out really quick, but you know, reality all the time. Sometimes I feel like I'm in a twilight zone. Yeah. Oh, so all right. So here's some good news. Stephen Fisher's objection is now on the docket. Remember, people were saying it was thrown out. That's why he's not on the docket. You know, it wasn't accepted. All that stuff. It is officially on the docket. So what that means is SF investigates opposition is filed and recognized by the courts. Okay. Blessed be the fruit is right, Jennifer. Blessed be the fruit. Hey, Miss Liverbird. That has been me for the last month. Never question yourself, always trust your gut instincts. Well, I hung up the phone with I've had many phone calls, but I hung up the phone with somebody who is very it was an attorney. It was an attorney. And one thing he said to me when he hung up the phone is he said, if there's one thing I want you to remember, because we don't have to be BFAM. There's one thing I want you to remember is that you're not crazy. They are. And let me tell you, that I'm sticking with that. I'm keeping that one. That one's staying with me because it is very easy for people to make you feel like you're crazy, right? Like, oh, I don't know. Maybe the idea that I'm somehow breaking court orders when there has been no court orders like that, like it'll kind of make you like, well, wait, how are people running around claiming that I'm ignoring court orders when nothing has been ordered by the courts, right? Meanwhile, supporting people that are blatantly ignoring court orders signed by a judge and ordered by the courts. And sometimes I wish I could hand them a crown so they can try to figure out which one do they really think involves actual violations and potential criminal charges. Like, do you need crowns? Do we have to hit them with a disclaimer that crowns are not edible? Use it only on paper? Keep it away from your mouth? Do we need it, like, right? You mean kindergarten? We got to go all the way back and let them know? But anyway, it amazes me every time because I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Okay. Okay. All right. Don't stick the crown up your nose. Use it only on the paper, but whatever. So when I was live the other day, I showed you all that I had received emails from Julia just shortly before she filed her signature next to my name. And if you all recall, and I'm very confident in showing all this because I don't mind showing my hands because I have nothing to hide. If you all recall, I pulled up her YouTube channel, right? And I said, look at the email. Well, here the email is different, the K9CPT@gmail. And I'm like, I know that's not what it said the other day, right? I'm like, I know that's not what it said. Well, thank goodness that I was 2 steps ahead before writing that in a public chat room for somebody to take the bait, hook, line, and sinker. Because not only did I already screen record the proof, but I took a few screenshots if anybody would like to see what the email was just the other day. Do you want the timestamp that I took that screenshot, screen recording, download? So for the person coming in saying, oh, clearly Granny's documenting fake emails because that's not Julia's email. But it was. Until it wasn't. She changed it. Not only that, but I'm not the only creator that has received emails from this email account of Julia's. So I took this photo on October 20th at 11:14 a.m., as well as a screen recording to prove that this indeed was attached to Julia's name. So you may have changed it to the K9CPT@gmail.com, but you can't go back in time and take away the community post you have made listing your email for everybody to reach you at, which consisted of Julia Valentine at the K9CPT.com. You also can't get rid of those. I'm not sure if they're going to appreciate the games that are being played here, but that is some dubious shit. What do you have to, why are you changing your email? You have something to hide? I don't know. So all you people that ran with it, like, gotcha, Granny, and I knew you would. I knew you would. But Granny's just a few feet ahead of you all. Oh, wait, there's another screenshot. What's that say? What's that say as the email? Anybody? Can you guys, I know my audience can read. You guys can read, right? I'm very confident you can. I don't think any of you need a disclosure that you can't eat crowns, right? Oh, of course I do. I remember you, and I appreciate you. I do. I appreciate you coming in and making that comment. Maz, make sure you take a screenshot and show who this is, who is also going around doxing me on channels, which has also been documented. No problem here. We remember you, Glenn. You said saying the word girlfriend was a dox. We remember. You'll be okay, buddy. You'll be okay. No. You don't get to add that now. Dinos are real with Sabrina's photo. You don't get to add that now. You made your allegation, and we'll see when is at the end, okay? We'll let the courts decide. I wonder how many of you are going to be eating crowns in the meantime, anxiously waiting and hoping that Granny's going to jail for 20 fucking years. Oh, my golly. You know what amazes me? Is that in a sector where people claim to be true crime, y'all can't figure this one out. So there you have it. So for the people that are like, oh, that wasn't even her email. Yeah, of course it wasn't after I made a public comment. Right, of course. She changed it then after. But it sure was as of this filing. It sure was when she was in my email telling me what a masters of manipulation like T-Red feed off empaths. They teach us about this in anti-terrorism school for the Army overseas. The Taliban know that American soldiers have a weakness for kids and for animals. Listen to your live. You're doing a great job. Wow, thanks. Notice how most of T-Red's donors are either women who are older or who view him as a grandson? They attempt to relate and they'll do something like, pray with me. Can we all pray in the chat? But not for me, because I don't need the prayers right now. You guys remember Andrea? She was the lovely woman that came on a panel with me. She was on a panel and I went up to help her. You guys remember that? After I took a step back from YouTube and looked at this strictly as a professional, start to notice a lot of things. There's a lot to go into, but one of the things is these followers of a certain searcher going around trying to discredit the K9 Max from SCSO, saying he was not a tracking K9. Who was that searcher? They also tried to say that my K9s are too old, which is total BS. There's no age limit. Okay, well, I'm glad it wasn't me that said these things. Who was it? You should probably maybe sue them. I did a video on this the other day after seeing Clutch and Pearls state this whole trash truck and no scent BS. Oh, he's on your team. You can fast forward the first 5 or so minutes where I prove I'm legit military and then I debunk both of his statements. Oh, wow. I'm glad you proved it to Justin. Maybe you should see him in litigation. And I know that pissed them off, but I don't care. I'm about the truth and hard, concrete facts and data. As am I. As am I. I've heard a lot of ageism. Imaginary Enterprise, John Doe, 53. You just saved yourself because up to 52 is facing litigation. So did I, Cricket Day. Let me see what else I can pull up here. Give me just a second. Because obviously, I mean, you know, she's changed her email since, but weird how Google remembers you for who you were. Unless you want to claim, somebody stole your identity, which I don't think you're far from doing. Sounds like she likes to be part of conspiracies. So I want to show you this. On Jay's for Just panel the other day, somebody called in and mentioned that T-Rev is always promoting out of the darkness and stepping into the light BS. Thought that sounded familiar, so I went back in my screenshots. I have hundreds that I'm putting in PDF for TBI. Oh, you send in hundreds? Am I reading that correctly? You send in hundreds of screenshots and a PDF to TBI? Oh no, I heard there could be some like interference by contacting TBI. I hope you didn't do that. You know Seth Rogers' account that's been going around YouTube? The real Seth Rogers? The real Seth? Well, I don't think he's always running that account. Oh. Never misses opportunity to come up and show himself or at least talk. Please don't say you got these from me, but it's also public info. But I noticed similarities between T-Rev's song lyrics and what Seth keeps saying in chats. Conspiracy. I'll attach them so you can look. Evil comes in all shapes and colors. What is done in darkness will come to light. Amen. We will see where people stand when my son is found. I pray we do. What is done in the dark will be brought to light. Then she takes lyrics from T-Rev. Light the face will burn out in shame. I don't know where the connection's from, but it sounds like she needs a break because I don't see it, but which is why I never went live with it. But she taught me a thing or two about taking screenshots to show proof of claims. Jules' experience and training is untouchable. Respect it. She is 100. Trying to do it the correct way and follow military protocol. Respect that and be happy she's even willing to help. I think I could take a while. Guess who Laura is? Hey, Loki's mom. Hey, everybody coming in. So, yeah, I did want to correct myself because it matters to me. You know, I didn't want to misguide all of you and say, look, the email's the same, and then pop it up on the screen. It wasn't the same. Well, because she was slick and she hurried up and changed it. But I hope you all can rest assured now that I was not misguiding you all. I was not the one trying to pull the wool over your eyes, which can be proven by the screenshot I took, which can't be manipulated. It's a screenshot of a computer. Catholic, Jesus is Lord. We're going to need a lot of Jesus after this because holy water galore. So, you know, do we understand what I'm showing here? Put a 1 in the chat if you understand what I'm trying to show here. Yep. 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 Make sure you always get a video with a screenshot. SS and receipts are important. Regardless, people will defame when cornered by truth. I wouldn't be surprised if documents are faked. Either would I, which is, there's a good thing that they're able to get to the heart of documents, right? Like if somebody was to take an email from a government official and they were to like go over that email and place like fallacies in it, like frame it as if the government official sent that email. Well, the government has a way of taking off the layers and seeing that it was manipulated. God bless the United States of America. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Stephen Fisher, aka SF Investigates. His motion is now on the docket. So his opposition is now officially on the docket. I do recall people stating that it was declined. Remember that? Do you guys remember that? Somebody very confidently stating because it couldn't be seen on the docket means the courts threw it out. Put a 1 in the chat if you recall that. I'm wondering how many of you recall that. I heard it, unfortunately. What does that mean, Catherine? What do you mean by that? It's actually nothing. There's nothing in existence right now, sweetheart. Yes, go SF. Again, recovering from surgery. Utmost prayers and respect go out to him that he is able, while in obviously some type of medical distraught, he still took the time to go forward and do all of this. And I hear a lot of people saying it's strange, it's weird. Why would he intervene? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because he's an American citizen that gives a fuck about truth and our constitutional rights. But hell, what would I know? Yeah, that's why I'm going to keep saying it, Kraken. Hey, go Bulldogs. You just missed that I showed that she tried to pull a BS. No, love, Lynn and Love Light. No. It's on the docket now. Right, straight talker. And people making claims like, oh, he must be being paid. I don't know who's paying him, if anybody. But this idea that everybody's being paid except for people that are actually being paid is starting to get on my last damn nerve. So do I. Hey, Jen Sparky. Obviously, he cares about things. Of course they can be forged, Catherine. Thank you for informing us of that. I don't know. Lynn, Love, and Life. I don't know. I am, Gary. A lot. And I'm so thankful for that. And I know people are saying things like, oh, I can't financially help. It's not all about financially helping. You guys are just being here has been more than enough. I mean, let me tell you all something. I know there was this attempt to silence all of you, not just me, all of you. And I'm glad all of you know that that is not happening. I'm glad all of you know that your IP addresses are safe. And I know you would, Julie, and I know you would. And I don't want anybody at all to put themselves in any type of, debt to try to help this. Please don't. Thank you, Skip. Can't stand people who try and shut down truth. Well, I can't stand the fact that even acknowledged by a particular plaintiff, majority of the audiences are of women age 60, 50, 60, 70. Now she considers that to be like, godly old or something. There was a lot of ageism involved, in my opinion, based off what I heard and interpreted. But to intentionally try to fear that age group could even be considered, I don't know, elderly abuse, but hell. And if you are 60 plus and rocking it, good on you. Good on you. Keep going with your bad self. You've lived a lot longer than some of these nimnods, and I'm sure you know a lot more, okay? With age comes wisdom, and it is a blessing to reach your age. Don't ever be ashamed of that. Don't let somebody try to make you feel ashamed because of your age. We're all going to be that age one day, if we're blessed. Thank you so much, Melanie. So Melanie made a comment the other day. She thought she couldn't join the chat. I have the chat replay off because I want them to go to work live recorded. I don't want anybody to be able to go back through and target any of you any further or try to chase away my support system on the basis that you are facing up to 20 years in jail, okay? So I am protecting all of you by turning off the live chat and putting all of them to work. Notice how statements by Leilani or Billy Joe to YouTube creators in interviews were never mentioned Quentin's case. Sebastian's case probably go the same way. I believe Ali is more on top of this circus than we think. I hope they are. Well, I was wondering that too. Throw glitter on it. I mean, aren't you insulting your paddle guests when you say that? Hey, Ryan. Few people, it's so hard to be a single parent on a good day. And to add this cause you don't like how Jess covers things. Yes. Interesting. Chinlu, welcome. Thank you. Brittany Wine said, try me. I'm old school. You are in live chat right now. There's no live chat replay. Hey, new kid in town. There's no live chat replay. So if you're like watching the stream later and you want to see what people are saying in the chat, you won't see it. So what I'll try to do is I'll try to read comments out loud. Like Chinlu just became a member. Thank you for becoming a member. Well, it's the Masters of Projection. So interest in the inverse here. Laugh Loud is telling to me. I'm glad you're able to see that. Hey, Jet. Send you an email, Jess. You have a whole crew behind you. Beautiful. Thank you, Jesna. I appreciate that. Thank you, Chinlu. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that I wasn't lying. I recognize if you pull up her email today, it does say the K9CPT@gmail. But when you turned it up on, what did I tell you all this was? The 20th? Let me check again. October 20th, as of 11:14 a.m., I was on a StreamYard where this was all recorded. The steps I took were recorded, but I also took a picture. So as of the date of that. Now, thereafter, I did comment in a chat that the emails match. So they went and changed the email. It is like handing all of you crowns with a disclaimer that they're not edible. You know what I mean? Like, so what's everybody up to? Hasn't this been crazy? All these trials going on and all these, how about the fact, do you all recall not a few months, my golly, it would have been longer than a few months. I'm sorry. YouTube time seems insane. But do you all recall when that photo came out of what some people were saying was Quentin Simon and the, it was like a little casket box with the American flag strewn over it. Do you all remember that? Okay, well, Donna, I've never made those allegations, so they're going to have a hard time proving it. No, you don't remember that? Jill does. Melanie does. New account remembers that. So, yeah, so it came out by Jennifer Koffendorfer, who, interestingly, was asked a question last night. What do you think about all these RICO charges in Sebastian Rogers' case? And she schemed past it. Hold on, I can pull it up. So anyway, she had posted a photo, as well as Billy Joe had handed it over to a few creators. And at the time, people were saying that's quitting. There's quitting, it's quitting. People gave their prayers, their utmost respect, all that. But one fool out of the crowd asked Jennifer Koffendorfer, where she stated several times that it was not. It was not. She was adamant it was not quitting. So that was interesting. Because we just heard on trial by testimony of the woman who, God bless her heart and soul, found out the hard way by participating and finding and driving Sebastian. You want me to accept terms that I endangered a child in Tennessee? You want me to accept terms to tell an audience of 15K to cease and desist? And what happens if they don't, Donna? I'll be drugged back into court. Why stress yourself out if you think I'm stressing myself out by listening to what I'm saying? That's the beautiful thing about YouTube. We can decide what we listen into, right? If you don't like what you're hearing, you can click the X. 18 and up. And saying like just accept what they want. Allegations of RICO? You want me to accept that? Why don't you go accept that, Donna? Go sign your name up. I love the fact that there's so many people running around. Like, if Granny just stops, first off, Granny hasn't even done it and done what I'm accused of. I'm not even going to respond to you. Here's the thing: there is no stop. A cease and desist is a stop. Defaming me through legal papers is not a just stop. Okay, Donna. So I appreciate your comments. I hope you are never ever held liable in a court of law and having to fight yourself on the basis of your comments. Okay. Oh, 18 with the 33 months. Thank you, sweetheart. Autumn says, I put that website in that her new email claims is originated from, and it doesn't exist for me. Hey, do you want to try this one on the screen? Tell us what you get there. Very curious. That's a good idea. I didn't think to do that. Okay. So anyway, Jennifer was live last night. I found this interesting. I was watching the chat. I tuned in. I seen Julia comment, "Hey Jen," like they're BFFs. She wasn't acknowledged though by barely anybody, so it was kind of like poor thing, You kind of feel bad for people.
Right after that recording of person A, that's how that is managed.
Yeah, that's why you got to record evidence immediately. It's amazing. Visual in Pennsylvania 2023. Oh, of the original email. Thank you very much. I wonder who registered that domain. Thank you. I agree with that, Donna. That I agree with. It's all right, guys. Relax. Unlike these others, we allow people who disagree with us, right? We are okay with people who don't follow a group think. They won't be labeled a troll. You won't be kicked out unless you're extremely disrespectful and obviously blatantly, although you've shown like some ignorance, I won't, hold that against you. Well, Scarlett, you crack me up, girlfriend.
I'm not seeing this here because they're saying all of them are recorded over. So we have what you told your husband's spouse,
I think
that some of my followers, which I don't mean to. I have a huge heart for anyone who is the victim of sexual assault. I'm so glad Florida now will be decided on Friday. What it wasn't my doing. I'm sorry. I forgot I can do it this way.
Give me just a second. I want you all to see, because I was wondering if she would report on this. All right, so let's go over here. So this is where a comment is made, right?
It's going to wrap up very quickly. They're trying to
Sorry, I know you
finish
guys
with
might fall asleep at this,
the rebuttal witnesses and move this case along. I think both sides. So I think it's going to wrap up soon, and I think we're going to have a quick verdict. Moving right along to Sebastian Rogers. Oh, everyone. You know, the last time I did a show on Sebastian Rogers, I had Dog the Bounty Hunter, and it's so sad. I don't know what happened to our missing community. When I first got involved in missing cases and really in a platform of any type, like the long, I think both sides. So I think it's going to wrap up soon, and I think we're going to have a quick verdict. Moving right along to Sebastian Rogers. Oh, everyone. You know, the last time I did really in a platform of any type, like I said, I was sitting on my couch doing my expert witness cases and, you know, getting down the road just fine, teaching my self-defense classes and my firearms classes, and kind of got a phone call out of the blue.
Listen to what she says.
Not a person that's ever been in front of the camera, but behind the camera doing the work. And
got a phone call from a person out of the blue.
And anyway, it was truly inspired by Gabby Petito. That whole case, really being embroiled in that case, working with Brian Inton on that case. I'm so happy now to be on this platform and to be able to be a part of a community that hopefully.
Are you all listening to what this woman's saying? Think about what she's saying.
Advocates for people with no voice, that hopefully keeps people's names out there so they can be found. And that's where Sebastian Rogers comes in. But it's a hot mess over there in Tennessee. We have, you know, the police looking for him still, yet crickets, neither confirming nor denying what we have, whether it's criminal wrongdoing or whether it's not. But we have the signs that are all there, I think, particularly for me being an FBI agent for 20.
Anyway, basically, you're hearing what she's saying, right? Because I can, you know, okay. So she says, right along Sebastian Rogers, as you know, last time I did a show on Sebastian Rogers, I had Dog the Bounty Hunter on. And it's sad. I don't know what happened to our missing community when I first got involved in missing cases. Really in a platform of any time type. Like I said, I was sitting on my couch doing expert witness cases and, you know, getting down the road, just like teaching my self-defense classes and firearms classes. And I get a call of a blue, not a person that's ever been in front of the camera, but doing the work. And anyway, it was inspired by the Gabby Petito case and embroiled in cases with Brian, and I want to be part of a community that hopefully advocates for people and keeps Sebastian Rogers' names out there. So we're going to go down a little bit. She goes on to talk about the reward money. The study's been found there's up to 125, reward, which hasn't been recognized by FBI. I don't even think. I think she shouldn't be having on. She doesn't understand. I'm seeing on Twitter, hey, see, should all be working together. Well, we can't. That's called a RICO claim in today's time. Sorry, Jennifer. I wish we could. Listen to this.
I'm seeing it also on Twitter that I hate to see. We should all be working together. I just don't get it. I come from the FBI, and the FBI just isn't like that. So I don't know what to say. Hopefully, though, here on this platform, we'll keep being positive and moving forward. Let's see. Yep, she will say anything for a news story. Okay, I'm going to move on now to Delphi. Oh my gosh.
All right, here it is.
Not 100%.
So look at this question. I should still be in here. Let's see. Let the chat catch up.
We can only say it's what we know from our experience. So thank you.
All right, I found it. Here it comes. Hold on. I got to restart it so I can get the video back up. Give me just a second. You guys are going to see this yourselves. And I found it very interesting. Now, maybe you guys won't find it interesting, but I did. But, what do I know? All right, so here's the live chat
area. I think it would be unusual especially with your wife and kids. But it's not to say it didn't happen. I truly appreciate the person who shared that, because you're right. It's not 100%. We can only say it's what we know from our experience. So thank you very much. Jennifer, what do you think about?
The question's gone. I took a screenshot. It said, Jennifer, what do you think about the RICO allegations in the Sebastian Rogers case? That question is now gone, but I did take a screenshot of it, so I'll send it to myself and put it on the screen.
Sebastian's case.
So you hear her say, because she won't read the RICO part.
From our experience. So thank you very much. Jennifer, what do you think about Sebastian's case? Do you think it will bring justice or help? I'm worried about Sebastian's case.
It was deleted. It was deleted. Thank goodness, though. Like I said, I took a screenshot and a screen recording, so I found this to be that incredibly interesting. I guess just solely on the basis that she wouldn't answer the question, I found it interesting. So yeah, that's what it stated. Jennifer, what do you think on the RICO allegations? Here it is. And then it was, do you think, Leilani? Well, I don't see that on the screen anymore. Weird. Oh, it's right here. I'm sorry. Here it is. Jennifer, what do you think about the RICO thing in Sebastian's? There it is. What do you think about the RICO thing in Sebastian's case? Do you think it'll bring justice or help? So you hear her response.
Jennifer,
right here.
What do you think about Sebastian's case? Do you think it will bring justice or help? I'm worried about Sebastian's case. I watched this case just like I watched Summer Wells. I was in on the Summer Wells case from day one, reporting on that, following it closely. It's just following the same trajectory.
Oh, so this happened in other cases? This happened in other cases? That's interesting, isn't it? As every case have a lot of, I don't know. I guess. I don't know. Maybe they hire RICO organizations for every case. I don't know. Yeah, guess what though, Sparkle Butt? You're allowed to say nasty things, right? You're allowed to hurt feelings. I wish you guys understood that. Matter of fact, you're hurting my feelings by that. Okay? That hurts my feelings that you said that. So, unfortunately, you might face legal action for that one day. She dodged the question entirely. Wasn't that interesting, Aaron Carter? But anyway, it does happen in other cases.
Unfortunately, I think the difference is the Bureau has a much stronger presence in the Sebastian case. I think the $50,000 reward offered by the FBI is huge. I think the other money offered is huge.
You notice she mentions the $50,000 by the FBI because the other has not been recognized by FBI. But yeah, I just found it all to be interesting. I can't even see that chatter. Who is that? Who are you responding to, Donna? I haven't seen one person on here not be nasty, right? I don't know. Maybe there's a thing called clean hands. I don't know. You can't see them either? I can't see them. Oh, Cricket Diet, it just is what it is. So I just wanted to point out, I didn't fabricate Julia's email, obviously. Yeah, I don't care much for her either. Jules never bully anybody. Yeah, she shouldn't bully anybody. I don't know. I feel like I'm being bullied. Hold on really quick. Listen, if I can't, hold on. All right, listen, I got to take this call. I don't want to keep you guys on hold like I did yesterday. I could play us out with some Tom Petty again, but I'll probably get a strike. Just remember, it is what it is. Thank you all for being here. If you haven't, please hit the thumbs up. And remember, be safe out here. See you all later. Thank you for being here.